Imagine waking up in a damp, mold-bitten cell with nothing but the cold breath of the earth around you. No memory of how you got there, no name worth remembering, only the faint echo of something ancient humming beneath your skin, something that ties you to legends long forgotten. That's where it begins. The silence is heavy, broken only by the rustle of a rat or the creak of old chains. But when the door opens, you're not given a mission. You're given a question. What now? This world, Avalon, is not a place of bright kingdoms and noble knights. It's a fractured isle, shrouded in mist and drowning in myth. Everything here is broken. The land, the people, even the legends. King Arthur is not a living symbol of hope here. He's a shadow cast over centuries, a memory that went wrong. And in his place is the weirdness, a primal, creeping corruption that twists whatever it touches. Plants, animals, thoughts, dreams. It's all touched by that golden fog. You feel it immediately, not through exposition but through discomfort. Trees bent in pain, statues crying blood, villagers who look past you, talking more to their ghosts than to you. The game doesn't scream its lore at you. It lets it sink in, slow and rotting, like the wet soil underfoot. Combat isn't fast, it isn't elegant, but that's what makes it good. Every swing has weight. Every spell costs something, not just mana, but positioning, commitment, exposure. You're not slashing through waves of enemies like a god. You're surviving, scavenging, calculating. Blocking at the right moment feels like relief. There's a beautiful discomfort to the magic here. It doesn't feel safe. It feels like you're borrowing power from something that wants it back. You can cast it fast, recklessly, or charge it deliberately and feel time slow as your hand glows with something that doesn't quite belong to you. And when it lands, when that spell warps the battlefield or saves you from the brink, you feel both power and fear. As if you've let something in. The world whispers while you walk. A rusted bell tolls somewhere in the fog. A beast howls behind trees that don't look quite real. You stop often, not because you have to, but because something in the air feels off. The game never forgets the power of silence, or slowness, or stillness. It lets the atmosphere settle on your skin like dust. Dialogue doesn't waste your time. It doesn't talk in circles. People speak with edge, with desperation, with veiled threats. There's humor, sure, dry, sometimes bitter. Your character can be sarcastic in a way that feels real, not forced. But more importantly, the choices you make in those conversations matter, not because a bard tells you they do, but because of what happens after. However, it's rough in places. You'll see some stutters, some bland geometry, some faces that look more mannequin than man. It's not a blockbuster. It doesn't try to be. But that doesn't mean it lacks ambition. The heart behind it is massive. You can feel it in every ruin, every whisper, every stretch of fog that dares you to keep going. And it's not just that the game looks good when it does, it's that it feels consistent. The world has rules. The wordness isn't just a story concept, it changes the game. At night, it thickens. Vision narrows. Enemies appear that weren't there before. You learn to plan, to rest, to respect the land as much as fight it. Tainted Grail. The fall of Avalon is not polished, but it is powerful. It's not seamless, but it is sincere. And in a landscape of games that try to please everyone, this one dares to speak softly. And hope you're still listening. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. If you're the kind of player who seeks atmosphere over action, who loves choices that linger, who's tired of fantasy that feels like fairy tale, and wants something older, darker, sadder, and strangely beautiful, then this one was made for you.